Thanks for joining us. Selena and the American Red Cross are doing amazing things in our area. And now I'm here with Eyewitness News meteorologist Joey Marino to check and see if we are out of the woods with the flooding and share some events that the First Warn weather team has coming up. Hi, Joey.
Hi, thank you for having me.
No problem. Thanks for waking up on Sunday morning and hanging with us today.
Yeah, absolutely.
So we just heard about all of the great things the American Red Cross is doing, and we want to know about what's going on weather-wise regarding the flooding. The water's receding. Are we out of the woods yet?
Before we get into that, I just want to say that with all the volunteers with the Red Cross, they do an absolute phenomenal job with helping out the people that are struggling with the flooding. So thank you very much to all the volunteers out there that's helping with the flooding, not only here, but out towards the west in Nebraska and in Iowa as well. For flooding here, we look like to be out of the woods as of right now because all the rivers have gone out of flood stage. So there are 4 stages for a river to flood. There's action stage, minor stage, major stage, and then moderate stage. And so all the rivers have gone down past flood stage, and they're receding, continuing into the beginning of this week. So we are out of the woods for now, and only one place on the Rock River is still in minor flood stage, and that's in Latham Park. So that's going to continue to recede as we head into the beginning of this week, and that will go down towards flood stage.
That's excellent news.
Yes, that's absolute great news.
Absolutely. So how will this affect the farming community nearby?
Well, I actually was talking to Candace about this earlier because she's more of a farm girl than me. I grew up in a city, but she was telling me that there are many ways that flooding could impact the farming community, especially with soil moisture, with how much water goes on top of the ground and how moist the ground becomes. If you plant a seed in the ground, and it has to be a specific temperature, the ground has to be at least 50 degrees or higher for the seed to properly grow and form. But if it's below 50 degrees, with all the moisture in the soil, you could see that the seed is going to become rotten with all the moisture in the soil. Also, during the middle of April, this is when spring planting begins, and so usually farmers out here begin with corn. And when they plant the seeds, they have to make sure, like I said, the ground is 50 degrees or warmer. And if it's not, then they won't properly have a proper growing season. It'll have to start later than on time.
Okay, so clearly the winter weather affects what's going on in the spring and summer in this area.
Yes, absolutely, especially with things how they froze over this winter and how long it took for everything to melt. That definitely took an effect on how much soil moisture happened, and it's still extremely high as we head into planting season.
So what could happen is it could get pushed back.
Yeah, planting season could be pushed back, especially with how high soil moisture is right now.
And the water isn't necessarily, so it's not necessarily a good thing to have more water near the ground when you're thinking about being like a fertile area, right?
Yes, absolutely. It's not good to have that much water because, like I said, if you plant the seeds and they become rotten, then you got to go get more seeds and you got to do the planting process again.
Okay, so we'll be paying attention to you and Candace, reminding us of all of that coming up in the next few weeks. Speaking of you and Candace, our chief meteorologist, you have something new that is starting tonight.
Yes, tonight we are starting what we are doing severe weather skits. Since April, May, and June are prime severe weather season, we are going to be doing little half-hour skits of different topics about severe weather. One of them is debunking myths, like tornado myths. One of them that we're going to be focusing on is if you should go under an overpass while a tornado is happening. And in the past couple of weeks, with severe weather season ramping up, we have seen many videos and pictures of that actually happening across the country. And to be completely honest, that is one of the unsafest things to do when a tornado is happening. Do not go under an overpass. Because even if you're trying to get away from like hailstones and stuff, it's still very unsafe to go under an overpass. Another thing that we're going to be doing is talking about tornado climatology, how many tornadoes actually occur in northern Illinois and southern Wisconsin. So that's another big topic. We're going to either go to the National Weather Service in Chicago or maybe get a professor from NIU and interview them and talk about tornado climatology. And then we're also going to be going into tornado safety, like what you should be doing when a tornado happens. That's
all really important, and this is an area where that could easily happen, right?
Yes, absolutely. And going back into December, this is right before we moved. We had that big tornado outbreak to start off the month of December where there was more than 20 tornadoes. So tornadoes can happen all year round, and it's important to know the safety with them.
Tornadoes can be dangerous, but you look kind of excited when you talk about them.
Yes, before I became a meteorologist here, I was big into storm chasing. I lived in Kansas City and did a lot of storm chasing on the side. So
you're a tornado chaser?
Yes, I am.
I feel like you need a special name to do that. Do you have like a tornado chaser name, or do you just go by Joey?
I just go by Joey, or some people in my family and my friends call me Extreme because I love extreme weather.
Well, I mean, then you're doing the right thing with your career.
Yes, absolutely.
And keeping us safe, because I don't know much about tornadoes, so I'm lucky that we have you and Candace reminding us of all that stuff. Because like I said, this is, I didn't grow up in Rockford. I grew up in Chicago suburbs where tornadoes were just a little less likely. And ever since I've moved here, it's like, oh, this is more of an area where that can happen.
Another thing, bringing up Chicago, there's another myth. If tornadoes happen in big cities, they do. And some people say they don't because of how big the metro is. But yes, they do happen in big cities. So that's a good point, bringing up Chicago.
So Sundays, we got a Sunday night.
Sunday nights, yes.
Okay.
We have to. We're going to be airing those starting this Sunday. And we're going to be doing it throughout the month of April.
Awesome. We will all tune in. We also have you guys out with Wednesday night weather radios, too.
Yes, we did one actually this past Wednesday. It was at the Chinooks and East State Street. And this was my first time doing a weather radio event. And it was actually really cool to learn how to program a weather radio. And then also like seeing all the people come out and asking questions about their weather radio, how to program it, what to watch for, what to hear, and how to put their own county in the weather radio. So that was really cool, and it was a great turnout. And the next one will be in Cherry Valley at the Chinooks next Wednesday from 5 to 7.
And where do we go to find out where you guys are going to be next?
Every time, a couple days before the next event, me and Candace will put up a graphic on our weathercast, and we'll have the time and we'll have the location and what to expect going into this event. So coming this Wednesday, the days before this one, we're going to have Cherry Valley up on our graphic, and we're going to be telling that in our weathercast.
Perfect. Well, I don't want to have any tornadoes this season, but I mean, I'm glad we have you as our official tornado chaser to keep us safe. Thank you so much, Joey.
You're welcome.
Good Day Stateline's Michelle Markham met with Dr. Shallow from Upper Cervical Care, and you'll hear how he's opening eyes on how important and beneficial this type of care is.